So you guys finally gathered up the courage to get out there with the family on one of these cool charter fishing boats on the deep sea. Let me give you a few tips and tricks along the way to help you catch more fish, stay safe, and make it a much more enjoyable time out there on the water. First and foremost, tip number one, be prepared for a long day on the water. Many of these trips range from a couple of hours to potentially a couple of weeks long. Do not book a trip that goes for a long period of time that you are not prepared for. Also remember, it's fishing, not catching. Go out there, have a good time. If you catch something, it's a bonus. Tip number two, respect the crew. Respect the deckhands, respect the captain. Listen up. They do this for a living. They do this every single day. If you want to catch fish, keep an open mind, be willing to learn. Listen to what they tell you. If they say drop it to the bottom, reel up 3 times, do so. You'll probably have a much more productive day of fishing.
Have some boards, they're up top here, over the ceiling to the roof. Those are life rafts you cannot get inside of. You can tie your life jacket to the outside of it.
Tip number 3, do not be too hard on yourself, guys. You're gonna fish rocks, reefs, rigs, jetties. You're gonna break off, you're gonna get cut off, you're gonna have all kinds of issues going on with your line, your weight, your leaders, your hooks. Don't let this ruin your spirit. Enjoy the day. This is all part of the process. Tip number 4, the boat ride is gonna feel like it's forever. You're gonna be excited, you're gonna wanna fish, but your boat ride is usually 1/3 to 1/2 of your entire trip duration. Meaning, if you go out there on a 12-hour boat, you might be traveling for 4 to 6 hours during that time. Be patient, they know what they're doing. Tip number 5, check the extended weather forecasts and weather patterns. Do not book too far ahead. Remember, when you're out on the water, these storms can pop up in an instant and change everything that you had planned for that day. Also, stay hydrated way ahead of time. It's very important. Tip number 6, seasickness or motion sickness is real, guys. If you plan on taking any type of a medication, make sure you take it a day prior. Do not take it the morning of because it'll likely be too late. Ensure you are staying hydrated before, during, and after the trip. It's very important. Tip number 7, remember the bait and tackle are included in the cost of the trip with most of these outfitters. If you want to take live bait or anything like that, check with the outfitter ahead of time. Sometimes they'll let you, sometimes they won't. You'll probably have to catch it yourself if you want to take live bait out there with you. You can bring your own gear as well with many of these outfitters. Just be sure you check with the one that you're going to schedule with ahead of time. Tip number 8, yes, these are called party boats, but some only sell the snacks, the food, the drinks, and things like that. Many outfitters will not let you bring them on the boat. Make sure you are in touch with the outfitter that you are going to go with and that you are prepared ahead of time either way.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, attaboy.
Tip number 9, it's already going to be a long trip, guys. Eat a light meal or a snack pre-trip. Do not eat a giant, greasy, heavy meal. It's going to be a long trip. You don't want to make it even longer by having an upset stomach, potentially getting seasick, and so forth. Enjoy your trip, eat a light snack, eat a small meal, get on the boat, catch a bunch of fish, and then eat after. Tip number 10, even though you might not be able to bring snacks, drinks, and all that on the boat, still bring a cooler with you and leave it in your truck. That way you'll have something to take your catch home with you. Most outfitters will have ice available. Some will fillet your fish for a small charge, and they'll also store your catch until you're ready to leave town.
Nice gaff, good gaff.
Good hit, boys. Spare the deck.
Woo!
Good job. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, babe.
Thanks. I'm gonna stick out a measuring though.
Oh, look at those muscles. It's a good looking little guy. Angry.
We have already covered 10 tips, but hey, let's throw in a big bonus tip in there. Tip number 11, bring sunscreen, polarized sunglasses, a hat, cash, so you can buy snacks, drinks, and tip the crew. These crews work really hard, guys. It doesn't usually go to the captain, it goes to the deckhands, and they work their butts off. Whether you catch fish or you don't catch fish, these tips are well deserved. These guys work really hard. I hope you guys learned something on this. I hope you have a wonderful time out there on the trip. If you do or if you don't, either which way, or even if you've been before, report back to me in the comments. Let me know how your trip was. Let me know what was most eventful. Let me know the biggest fish that you caught. Just let me know how the trip was in general, and if you'll ever go again or you will not ever go again. Have a great day, guys. We'll talk to you on the next one.